The Russian offensive begins. From the distance, the roar of engines breaks the silence, and with it, one of the most feared weapons of modern warfare enters the battlefield. The thermobaric flamethrower system. Its power is devastating, second only to nuclear weapons in raw destructive capacity. The target, a heavily fortified Ukrainian strongpoint that has long slowed the Russian advance. Moments later, the area is engulfed in fire. Thermobaric munitions consume oxygen in the air, creating massive overpressure and scorching temperatures. Even soldiers outside the main blast zone suffer concussions and shockwaves. Those caught within have little chance of survival. When the barrage ends, Russian assault units surge forward. Motorcycles and armored vehicles rush through the smoke, staying low to avoid Ukrainian drones. The operation was planned for weeks, executed swiftly and efficiently. Trenches fall one by one. Few are spared. The aftermath is chaos. Trenches once full of life are now silent. Among the ruins, a Russian soldier finds a wounded Ukrainian holding a photograph of his family, a reminder of what's truly lost in war. Looting soon follows. Command watches everything through drones, directing the next phase. A Ukrainian rescue vehicle races in to evacuate survivors. Russian forces open fire. RPGs and anti-tank missiles streak across the field. The American-made armor withstands multiple hits before finally succumbing to a direct strike. Inside, the crew fought until the very end. The position is lost. The Russians declare victory. That evening, they fortify what's left. Digging, repairing, pretending that tomorrow will come. But in war, tomorrow is never guaranteed. 2 weeks have passed since the fall of the Strongpoint. In those trenches, dozens of Ukrainian soldiers had fought, bled, and died. Now the order is clear. Take it back. For days, command tents buzz with quiet determination. Maps, drone feeds, and intercepted communications cover every table. Officers speak in low tones, marking coordinates again and again. No detail can be left to chance. As dawn approaches, the soldiers move in silence. Every man knows what this means. For some, this will be their first major battle. For others, perhaps their last. Drone operators sit in dimly lit bunkers, checking cables, batteries, lenses, their eyes fixed on the monitors. FPV, bomber, recon. Each drone has a single purpose. In modern war, these machines are eyes, ears, and executioners. Ready? Ready. The first drone climbs into the cold morning air. Its camera reveals the scarred landscape, a world of craters, twisted metal, and silent trenches. 3 Russian soldiers appear on motorcycles, heading to the captured site. A calm voice on the radio. Target acquired. Seconds later, the drone dives. The explosion echoes across the valley. For those watching from afar, it's just a flash on the screen. But for the men below, it's the difference between life and death. All across the front, Ukrainian drone teams coordinate their strikes, overwhelming Russian defenses. Within hours, the Strongpoint turns into a chessboard of moving signals. Every pixel a potential kill zone. Russian soldiers try to hide under trees and trenches, even inside burned-out vehicles. But there's no hiding from an eye in the sky. Each drone pilot fights not only the enemy, but also fatigue, fear, and guilt. They watch their targets, real people, through a camera. They press a button, and then silence. After softening the enemy lines with artillery, the ground assault begins. The deep mechanical growl of American-made Bradleys fills the air. The armored beasts advance through the smoke, their 25mm cannons shredding through Russian fortifications. Missiles streak toward them. 1, 2, 3 impacts, but the armor holds. Each blast dents the vehicle but doesn't stop it. Inside, the soldiers brace for the shockwaves, gripping their rifles, whispering quiet prayers. When the Bradley reaches the drop zone, the rear ramp slams open. Go, go, go. Ukrainian infantry storms out, fanning across the field. Bullets snap overhead, dirt sprays into the air, but they keep pushing. Trench by trench, they reclaim ground. It's no longer about strategy, it's survival, instinct, and courage. One soldier dives into a crater for cover, only to find another man already there, Russian, wounded, terrified. Their eyes meet for a second. Neither fires. The war will decide their fates soon enough. From the rear, snipers watch the chaos through high-powered scopes. Their shots are quiet but merciless. Every trigger pull erases a heartbeat on the other side. The battle lasts hours, maybe more. Time loses meaning. When the sun begins to fall, the Bradleys pull back to resupply. Smoke hangs low over the fields. Bodies, gear, broken helmets, the remains of another day of war. By now, both sides have unleashed their aerial arsenals. It's no longer just soldiers fighting. It's technology itself. The sky hums with hundreds of rotors. FPV drones chase targets like hunting hawks. Each operator sees the world through a shaky camera feed, guiding their weapon toward a moving shadow. A Russian turtle tank, covered in metal cages and sandbags, lumbers forward. The first Ukrainian drone hits the armor and ricochets off harmlessly. The second finds its mark, striking the ammo hatch. A blinding fireball erupts. The explosion caught live on a dozen drone cameras. Elsewhere, Russian artillery fires back. The ground shakes with every impact. Trenches collapse. One Ukrainian medic crawls through the smoke to reach a wounded man, his hands trembling, his ears ringing. He presses a bandage against the bleeding wound, shouting for a stretcher that may never come. Above them, a swarm of drones whines in the wind, scanning for movement. It's no longer clear who's watching who. Commanders on both sides watch the battle unfold in real time through satellite feeds and drone footage. This is war in the 21st century. Digital, detached, yet brutally human. When the dust settles, the Strongpoint lies in ruins once again. But the Ukrainian flag rises over it, torn, soot-covered, but standing. As night descends, silence returns, but only on the surface. The trenches are full of whispers, memories, and ghosts. A Bradley returns to the front, headlights dimmed. It carries food, ammo, and body bags. The soldiers who survived sit in silence, their faces illuminated by the faint blue glow of a tablet streaming drone footage from earlier. The same footage that might have saved them. The wounded are evacuated. Some are still conscious, clutching tokens from home. A ring, a small cross, a photo. Others remain motionless, wrapped in tarps, awaiting morning transport. A Ukrainian commander looks over the battlefield through binoculars. He doesn't speak. He doesn't need to. Everyone around him knows what it took to win this ground. The radio crackles one last time that night. Strongpoint secured. Minimal resistance remaining, but there's no celebration. Only the hollow relief of having survived another day. Far behind the lines, families wait for calls that may never come. They watch the news, see the images, the Bradleys, the drones, the fields of smoke, and hope that their loved ones are not among the nameless fallen. Despite exhaustion and loss, Ukraine endures. Every soldier, every mechanic, every volunteer adds another chapter to a story written in defiance. The story of a nation that refuses to surrender. War, in the end, is not measured by territory or statistics, but by the will of those who fight to remain free.